In 2001, a new football league was born called the XFL. It crashed and burned. Well, here it is, 19 years later, and it's back. And today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why it's going to fail again. In the first iteration of the XFL, many experts pointed to the fact that terrible play is what doomed the league. Will the XFL 2.0 suffer from the same fate? Will the league be filled with nobodies, has-beens, and undrafted rejects? Time will tell on the player side, but the coaching side has some names you've probably heard of, like June Jones, Bob Stoops. Stoops was mainly known for his tenure at the University of Oklahoma. Not exactly pro football, but at least they have coaches that have some clout. The league will need an upstart, such as a Warren Moon, a Jim Kelly, or a Gary Barbaro, if they really want staying power. Not too crazy about them, but I'm just going to talk about the mascots. The names are like a bad cross between 8th grade football and NFL Europe. I think it has no imagination, very little ties to the cities represented. I can, Houston, I can see Roughnecks, it's tied to the oil industry. But the Battlehawks, what in the Sam Hill is a Battlehawk? And when's the last time you saw a dragon in Seattle? I mean, I know you don't have to get literal with these things, but let's uh, let's not have it like a fifth grader in a name that team contest. I mean, color me unimpressed. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because spring and football just don't go together. Kind of like a sardine Coke slushy. Every new league has either tried a new football league in the summer or the spring, and they've all failed. And the reason is clear: Americans just don't like football in the spring or in the summer. They like it in the fall, just the way God intended. Yeah, I know if they tried to do it in the fall, they'd be competing against the NFL. But let's be honest, they're not going to beat the NFL anyway. I don't know why the decision was made to only have 8 teams at launch, but it makes the season too short. And I don't know if there are plans to expand the league or what, but it seems to me that that's just not enough teams to sustain a league. I simply don't like the new rules of the new XFL at all. Can you imagine coming out of high school, college, or some other pro league to these crazy rules? Double forward passes? Is this really innovation or is this just more gimmicks from XFL 1.0? These harebrained ideas didn't work before and they're not going to work again. Listen, tweaking of the rules is fine as long as it truly makes the game enjoyable rather than just a ploy for ratings. Well, there you have it. There's 5 reasons why I think the new XFL is not going to make it. I don't think that the XFL is necessarily a bad idea, but history has shown that new football leagues don't work out very well. And I think the 5 reasons I mentioned are probably 5 pretty good reasons why it's not going to work. Honestly, I think this is just my opinion, but and even this would probably be a long shot for success. But If the XFL really wants to succeed, maybe they should think about going into talks with the CFL and making some kind of like mega merger. The XFL obviously would have to change a few things, namely the weird rules they have. Um, I think Canadian football's rules are much better than the ones the XFL is trying to execute. But I could see a league, that encompasses two countries, the U.S. and Canada, with the same amount of teams that the NFL currently has, and they might have a shot at competing with the NFL. But until that day comes, I just don't think it's going to work, and I think that history is going to prove me right. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.